Rich in history and rich in food, Boston is home to a deliciously diverse menu of eateries with influences from all around the world: European, Asian, and our focus today, Latin American. Featuring countless cocinas, tasty taquerias, and fiesta-filled tequila bars, there's no denying the lip-smacking deliciousness of Latina taste throughout the greater Boston area. Here we are in historic Quincy Center at Pearl and Lime Bar and Cocina. A neighborhood restaurant with a familial feel. It's as if you walked into Abuela's kitchen on any given night. The sights, the smells, the sounds, the sense of community, and of course, the spicy taste of tequila and rum. Let's check it out. Featuring a cocktail and spirits list as extensive and impressive as the menu itself, the food and booze are two to tango and create what can only be described as a fiesta in your mouth. What's cooking, good looking? This is For Business Sake, hosted by me, Jake, and our band of hungry homeboys. We're on a mission to help small businesses in a big way. Jumping from B2B, we highlight any and all industry, but only the best in the local biz. But enough about us. It's time to start For Business Sake. Bursting onto the Quincy scene just a year ago, opening a bar and cocina in the midst of a pandemic was no easy task. We caught up with owner of Pearl and Lime, Palmer Matthews, who saw the problems not as adversity, but as opportunities both in business and in life.
Kind of my thought process and my experience shifted from looking at this as a business opportunity and looking at it as an opportunity to, be a better person, be a better coworker, and just to really learn about everything.
And he means everything. From the food to the service, Palmer's approach is truly genuine.
When you have, basically your home full of guests and your priority is just to make sure that they feel comfortable and taken care of.
And in the service industry, there's no better way to take care of the guest than a booze-infused beverage to begin.
Probably my go-to is a Paloma, which typically would be tequila mixed with a grapefruit soda, maybe a wedge of lime. But around here, more typically, you'll see it made with some fresh grapefruit juice and maybe a grapefruit liqueur to kind of replicate that grapefruit soda.
And when it comes to the bar, Palmer is more focused on the quality than the price.
Just because a bottle of booze is expensive doesn't mean it's good.
Drawing influences from the Caribbean, South America, and Central America, the bar, kitchen, and culture are all connected.
The common threads in the cuisines and the cultures in all of those places, in terms of a cohesive experience coming out of the kitchen and coming out from behind the bar.
And that cohesiveness in the kitchen is led by Pedro Fuentes, whose own ambition earned him the high-ranking position of executive chef at Pearl and Lime.
I started a small pastelillo company. At first, I was literally just making 200 a day just in a South End apartment. And Palmer hit me up last summer and was like, hey, I would love, I'm opening a Latin American restaurant. I would love to put these on the menu. I was like, oh, word, let's do it.
And from there, Pearl and Lime's menu was born by the Fuentes family recipe.
I call it carnitas to give the guests more of an understanding. That's my mother's pernil recipe. That's all that is.
Before enjoying Los Fuentes pastelillos, perhaps you'd like to start with some oysters kissed by the sea.
Right when I took over, one of the biggest things that I said to Palmer is I want the raw bar to be an extension of the bar. All the mignonettes that we serve with our oysters, they're all in some way, shape, or form cocktail based. Right now it's grapefruit ting, tequila, mint, lime juice, and a little bit of sherry vinegar. But I've done a mojito mignonette, I've done a Oaxacan old-fashioned mignonette.
Or how about a chef specialty salad?
Pearl's mango salad, that's something that was actually the first menu item I put on. That's going back on the menu. mango, papaya, coyote squash, a little bit of mint, cotija, and a little agave lime vinaigrette. Like super light, fresh.
And speaking of fresh, every great cocina needs super fresh tacos, such as...
The chicken tinga is like one of our more basic tacos that we have. And it's delicious either way. Like,
right.
And it's super straightforward though. It's like tinga, pico de gallo, lime crema, and a little cotija cheese. Like that's it.
A specialty vegan taco.
You get some black beans on the base, the charred pineapple, a little bit of avocado crema, and then it gets topped with some Takis.
And the chef's personal choice.
I think our shrimp taco right now is super dank.
Super dank can also be used to describe the popcorn chicken entree.
Why is it so good? Definitely the brine we use. We use a hatch chili brine, which is, it's like not super spicy, but it's just that the fact that it sits in there for 24 to 48 hours. Because I feel like a lot of people let any sort of fried chicken sit in buttermilk the whole time, but because ours is brine, like it's already nice and moist and delicious. It literally hits the buttermilk, 2 seconds like before it's dredged. Like that's it.
Speaking of moist and delicious, we had to ask about the Oaxacan smash burger.
That was actually my sous chef, James. So it's chicharron jam that goes down on the bun, and then you get Oaxacan cheese, like jam on the bottom, burger, and just a little lettuce. It's so delicious. Like, it's so good.
And one of the most interesting features, Octopus A La Plancha.
Our octopus, we take a bunch of citrus, grapefruit, lemon, limes. That all goes on the plancha till it's like super, super charred. I want the juices to release, caramelize, and then that all goes into a pot, squeeze out all the juice, throw the octopus in there, cover it, and then cook it for 2.5 to 3 hours. And then it gets a salad of winter citrus, some quinoa, a little bit of mint, some chili oil, lime juice, salt. That goes down on the plate, and then like what makes it visually appealing is it gets a bunch of dollops of Meyer lemon puree.
In a city with muchos nachos, we needed to know how Pearl and Lime stacked against the competition. So we asked the hard-hitting questions. What separates your nachos from theirs?
It's the queso, man. Honestly, like it was just a lot of trial and error. It worked out though, because it took like a month and a half, 2 months, but we got the recipe perfect. And it involves like 7 cheeses and like way too much milk and cream.
Incredible. Looks like this menu passed the test.
Yeah, baby.
But before you go, a word of advice from Chef Pedro.
Stop eating your braises the night of.
You heard it here.
You want short ribs? Plan on short ribs on Saturday. Cool. You're cooking them Thursday night. They're gonna sit in your fridge in the braising liquid all of Friday, and then that's dinner Saturday.
And in a restaurant like Pearl and Lime, those details make all the difference. Because you're not in it for a penny, you're in it for a pound.
I've always believed that the restaurant industry is a lot like baseball. It's the long season. You're not just playing 16 games a year. It's every day.
Thank you, Palmer. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at Pearl and Lime, and we'll smell you later. Peace.